Good morning, Standard 10. Now today I have to discuss the new chapter, that is ratio and proportion. Basically in this chapter we have already studied in the lower standard. But you can see here, basically in this chapter we have to study about the its properties. It is mentioned here, ratio and properties, including properties and its uses. Now today I have to discuss only this part, ratio part. In next class we have to discuss about the proportion. First, let us understand the meaning of ratio. See, if A and B are two quantities of the same kind and with the same unit such that B is not equal to 0, then the A by B is called the ratio between the A and B. It means the first quantity by second quantity is called a ratio. The here it is mentioned that the two same quantities you can suppose that like the speed of cars with the same unit, like if the first speed in kilometer per hour, the second speed is also in kilometer per hour, that means the same unit. Now see, ratio A by B has no unit because it is same kind. Already I am told you, if first in speed in kilometer per hour, in second in also in kilometer per hour, both the kilometer will be cancelled. So you can say that the ratio has no unit and can be written as like that. We can write A and two dots B, which we can read as A is to B, A is to B, A is to B, read as A is to B. Now see, the quantities A and B are called the terms of the ratio. In the ratio it is written A and B, these are called the terms of the quantities, and the first quantity is called the first term, or also called antecedent. The underlying term you can keep in mind, antecedent. The first quantity, it means A, and the second quantity B is called the second term or consequent of the ratio A is to B. The first term or second term or antecedent or consequent. Now see, in the beginning I am already told you, basically we have to study about the its properties. Now see, the properties or the composition properties, or you can say, or the composition of ratios. In your book it is mentioned that the composition of ratios. So the first one, that is compound ratio. Let us understood the meaning of compound understood. For two or more ratios, the ratio between the product of their antecedent to the product of their consequent is called compound ratio. See the example. If two ratios A is to B and C is to D, it is given, what should be the compound ratio? The product of their antecedents, it means first term into first term, it means A into C, and the second term into second term, that means B into D. This is the compound ratio of these two ratios. See one more example. If suppose that the three ratios are there, A is to B, C is to D, and E is to F, then their compound ratio is A into C into E is to B into D into F. That is the compound ratio. In case of compound ratio, we have to multiply how many ratios are there, that doesn't matter. We have to product all the antecedents, put the ratio sign, and we have to product all the consequent. Now see the second one, duplicate ratio. Actually in case of duplicate ratio, we are finding the square of the given ratio. Now see how it is defined as, it is the compound ratio of two equal ratios. Compound ratio, generally what we are doing, the product of, if two ratios are there, we have to product of their antecedent and the product of consequent. Suppose that if A is to B, now see, The duplicate ratio is A into A and B into B, which means A square and B square. Simply you can do that like that. Duplicate ratio of 2:3 is the square of 2 and the square of 3, 4:9. In case of triplicate ratio also, it is the compound ratio of 3 equal ratios. It means in this case we will find the cubes. See the example. Triplicate ratio of 2:3. We are finding the cube of 2 and cube of 3. 8:27. The next one is subduplicate ratio. In case of subduplicate ratio, we are just finding the square root of the given ratio. See the example. Find the subduplicate ratio of 9:16. We are putting here the square root sign, and the square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 16 is 4. Now see subtriplicate ratio. In case of subtriplicate ratio, we are just finding the cube roots. See the example. Subtriplicate ratio of 27:64. So cube root of 27 and cube root of 64, that is 3:4. Next is reciprocal ratio. I think in mathematics you have already learned about the reciprocal. Whatever in the numerator, that comes in the denominator, and denominator comes in the numerator. Now see the example. The reciprocal ratio of 3:5, that will be 5:3. So these are the properties or compositions of ratio. So first one is that is compound ratio, second one is duplicate ratio, third one is triplicate ratio, then subduplicate ratio, then subtriplicate ratio, and reciprocal ratio. Now see the first question from the exercise, the very simple question. If A is to B is equals to 5:3, find the value of 5A minus 3B whole divided by 5A plus 3B. This question we can solve by two different methods. First by K method and second by substitution method. Let us see the K method. In this case we are supposing A is equal to 5K and B is equals to 3K. In case of ratio, if numbers are there, it is lowest term. To make it actual, take some variable there. Now after supposing this value you can substitute here. It means 5 into the value of A, 5K, minus 3 into the value of B, that is 3K. In denominator same. Now multiply them. 5 5s are 25K, 3 3s are 9K, 5 5s are 25K plus 9K, 25 minus 9K, that is 16K, 25K plus 9K, that is 34K. K cancelled by 2. 2 8s are and 2 17s are, 8 by 17. If your question is in the fraction form, write your answer in the fractional form. If your question in the ratio form, write your answer in the ratio form. That is very strict. So you have to keep in mind this. Now see the solution of the same question by the substitution method. I'm written here alternative method. That is given A is to B is equals to 5:3, which means A by B is equal to 5 by 3. This is our required term. For using substitution method, in the numerator and denominator, each term divided by B. You can divide it by A also, but now each term of numerator and denominator both are divided by B. So 5A divided by B and 3B divided by B, 5A divided by B and 3B divided by B. This B cancel, that is 3. This B cancel, that is 3. And now 5, and put down the value of A by B, that is here. A by B is equal to 5 by 3 and 5 by 3. Now after that solve it. 5 5s are 25 by 3 minus 3. 5 5s are 25 by 3 plus 3. So after solving this, 16 by 3. After solving this, 34 by 3. This 3 cancel, 16 by 34. And now again it is cancelled. 2 8s are 2 17s. Thank you very much. We will see some more problems in the next class.